Today we have a super interesting video at the Massage Temple. We are going to talk about how emotions affect our health. Being emotionally unwell can have an impact on our health without us even realizing it. Emotions should be experienced and expressed in a natural way, indicating that when we are in good health, we have the ability to channel those emotions. This will assist us in maintaining good mental, physical, and psychological health. However, on occasion, unforeseen circumstances arise, or we encounter moments of distress or concern over an extended period of time, and all of these factors will ultimately have a detrimental impact on our health and affect one or more organs. Therefore, it is highly crucial that we effectively manage our emotions to prevent them from impacting our overall well-being. When this emotional equilibrium is disrupted, our body begins to somatize it and sends us signals of distress. So in today's video, we are going to learn how to identify the signals that our body is giving us and associate them with different emotions. And if you stay until the conclusion of the video, I will disclose a very simple secret massage that can aid in balancing your emotions. The primary element we are going to discuss is fire. Within the realm of fire, we find the heart and the small intestine. And I talk about this element specifically because the heart is the organ most affected by emotions. In accordance with traditional Chinese medicine, all emotions emitted by all organs are required to pass through the heart prior to reaching the head. That's why this organ will not only suffer from its own, but all the others as well. So it is going to be one of the most important ones, primarily focused on the state of health in Zen philosophy. This element has joy as its associated emotion. Joy appears positive because obviously one should experience joy, and when all emotions are in equilibrium, the individual will possess joy in their body. But occasionally when this organ is disrupted, that joy is magnified, and that is when problems begin to emerge. Typically, a positive joy has the capacity to nourish our heart and effectively stimulate cardiac function, ultimately leading to a state of calmness and relaxation in the mind. But when it's not like that and we have too much excitement, it will affect our heart and its entire function and also make our mind very restless and overly excited. The most evident symptoms that indicate the impact of emotions on this organ include insomnia, difficulty sleeping during the night, experiencing nightmares, or feeling a significant amount of restlessness in dreams. We may lack concentration, require an extended period of time to complete our tasks, or become easily distracted by various stimuli. Or it can also happen that you are going to do something and you have forgotten, or you are going to pick something up and you have forgotten. And these are signs that your body is giving you to take care of the joy of living. The next element to go in order will be earth, and there we have two organs, the spleen and the stomach. The emotion associated with this element is reflection or nostalgia, which is what we do when a situation has already passed and we look at it from the outside in hindsight. That's where we realize what we have learned from the situation experienced. Reflection is also the time you dedicate to consider a situation. That is the reason why the issue with this element arises when it transforms into an obsession. Obsession is when we go round and round on the same topic without reaching any conclusion. The mind surrounds us and can also affect our health. Here, what we will mainly notice are poor digestion, heaviness in digestion or abdominal bloating, as well as affecting the head and concentration. And another important sign is having fluid retention, where suddenly there comes a time in your life when you swell up like a balloon. The next element is metal. In this element, we have the lung and large intestine, and it is associated with the emotion of sadness. And it is true that sadness may appear negative, but no, in the appropriate quantity, it is also beneficial. We refer to sadness as that feeling of sadness, melancholy, that day when one wants to be with oneself, not go out much, and channel those emotions that have occurred. When we have the emotion of this affected organ, we will mainly see our breathing affected, giving us a feeling of tightness or shortness of breath. And we will also observe the diaphragm and the shoulder girdle being affected, experiencing pains or sensations in that area. When affected, we will likely notice a lot of laziness, tiredness, lack of motivation, and even loss of appetite. The next element is water, and in water are the kidney and bladder. In this element, the emotion is fear, and like everything, in the right amount, it is good. A fear in the right measure prevents us from putting ourselves in danger, thus saving our lives, but excessive fear paralyzes us. That's why it's one of the emotions that also most affect the psyche. When a person has this unbalanced emotion, the signals usually manifest as pain in the lower back or knees, or it can also cause a certain weakness. And the ultimate element that remains is wood, which comprises the liver and gallbladder. In this element, the emotion is anger and rage, which may also seem bad, especially of course if it is in excess. However, if it is deficient, it tends to be bad as well because you do not make your own decisions and always let others decide about your life. That's why a little bit of anger or a little bit of rage, always a little bit, is well received. Additionally, this element is responsible for planning and decision making. That's why it's crucial to have emotions well balanced here, ensuring that life flows smoothly, flexibly, and harmoniously. If this organ is impacted, the primary indications it will provide us with will be headaches, problems with the ears, or the presence of redness in the eyes. It can also cause blood disorders, such as changes in women's menstrual cycles. It can also lead to symptoms affecting the gallbladder and decision making. And there we will experience side pains such as sciatica or neck pains. And now we are going to move on to the best part, which is the little trick I'm going to teach you to balance your emotions. It is very simple and easy to perform because we are going to do it with our hands. Each finger is associated with one of the elements and consequently linked to its emotion. It is going to be very simple. In the morning, we are going to do it on the left hand when we wake up, and we are going to hold each finger with the other hand for approximately 2 minutes. Throughout the night, we will perform the same actions on the right hand. This will aid us in maintaining emotional balance during the day, preventing the buildup of emotions, and ultimately benefiting our overall health and well-being. We will start with the thumb, which is associated with earth, the stomach, and the spleen. This is where we will mainly calm worry and anxiety. The next finger is the index finger, and it is associated with water, the kidney, and the bladder, representing fear. These are the moments when we feel most paralyzed. Within the heart, we shall come across the wood element, the liver, and the gallbladder. This shall aid in achieving a balance of our anger and rage. In the ring finger is the metal, which represents the lung and large intestine, which were associated with sadness. And in the pinky finger, we have the last one, which is fire, the heart and small intestine, where we associated that joy, enthusiasm, and vitality of the body. In other words, where the Shen was balanced. And the last step to conclude this therapy will be to position the thumb in the center of the palm, where we will collect all the emotions, and it will be primarily associated with the diaphragm region and breathing. You are aware that this therapy needs to be performed in the morning and evening, and it must be done daily. This ensures that you will observe the gradual effects over time. Try it out and let me know how it goes. That's it for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button if you enjoyed it, or share it. And remember, you can also follow us on Facebook or Instagram, or if you want to support us, you can become channel members. So maintain a balance of your emotions, and do not forget to take care of yourself, because your body is your temple.